You work your whole life and you put a portion of your paycheck away because that's what you're supposed to do to build a nice little nest egg for your retirement, and then when you get to retirement, your money's all gone. I wanted to jump on here real quick because I care about you. And this story that I just learned about is nuts because the people who got scammed seemed to do their homework and this company seemed very legit, but it turns out it was not. And this type of stuff just makes me sick, so I wanted to take you through this video and this news story and let you know the couple of things that you could do to make sure that your retirement isn't in jeopardy and so that you can keep yourself safe.
An investment for retirement wiped out. So where's the money?
We first told you about the company last month and the customers who say they invested big money only to have it vanish.
Eyewitness News reporter Carlos Granda went looking for answers to the questions, where's the money and is there anything those customers can now do? And here's what he found.
My fear is that, I'm not going to get the money back.
Scott Dahl says after he changed jobs, he invested a big chunk of his 401k with Oxford Gold Group. He won't tell us how much, but he says his retirement is now in jeopardy. He says he did an online search and found good reviews for Oxford Gold, and he says they were very convincing.
They send out this is an investment guide. I mean, this thing's probably 15 or 20 pages of just high-end, this is a very nice product. They sent this to me and they sent pictures of, the precious metals that I purchased. Here's what they are. Here's what they're called. You've got so many of this and so many of that.
You can do a direct rollover, one IRA to another.
On an Oxford Gold YouTube channel, they say it's easy to buy and store your gold.
Once you've picked out your precious metals, everything gets shipped directly to the depository of your choice.
So Dahl placed an order and was told those physical gold coins would be sent to a depository in Utah. It was all supposed to be handled by a company called Equity Trust, but then he received a letter saying Equity Trust was no longer working with Oxford Gold.
So now in this news story, they go on to talk about how they target a certain type of person, so I definitely want to get to that part. They aren't going to target some 20-year-olds because at that age, you don't have a bunch of money just sitting in an account waiting to be allocated. But for those of you that have worked your entire life and have started to amass a nice little nest egg, you are definitely going to be the target. I meet with my private financial coaching clients and we go over things, and we often go over different available options to figure out what might be best in the portfolio and what might be best based off of their strategy specifically, because everybody's different. But oftentimes people ask me about this new investment or this thing that's supposed to get them a much better return than we've ever heard of, or that it's super safe but also gets a crazy return, and that's the kind of stuff you want to be skeptical about. This should always raise a red flag, and I hope you do some ample research to keep yourself safe.
State Department agency that oversees this is the Department of Financial Protection and Innovation. It wouldn't talk about Oxford Gold specifically, but says people need to be careful when trading metals.
They're targeting senior citizens, and it's because they have the highest amount in their retirement funds. And that's really what these precious metals dealers are focusing on, and they're trying to encourage people to sell securities in their traditional retirement accounts.
These photos show the company office on Wilshire Boulevard. It was closed and appeared to be empty. On Oxford Gold's website, a number of bad reviews, most of them within the last 3 months. Many of the posts contain phrases like stole my money, stolen funds, and Oxford Gold is a scam.
And then I found out about 2 weeks ago, actually through your initial story, that they've apparently closed doors there in Los Angeles and are no longer to be found.
That was my daughter's wedding money.
Stephen Petty also sent money to Oxford Gold. He says the company urged him to invest.
They're all, same story. They're high-profile people contacting you, telling you it's a good thing and you're making a good decision and we're here to help and I'll get this solved. And I'm here minus 50 grand.
Now, something to be extra careful of is that last part there. The guy said that the company was reaching out to him specifically and pressuring or pushing him. Be very careful with anybody trying to push you on any type of investment. There's probably something more there that you don't see. Any honest person I know in the financial industry is trying to make a relationship with their clients. They're trying to make it so that it's a win-win and everybody is happy. I know for me, I built this channel as a resource to just make investing simplified so that you can go and do your own research and so that you can feel a little bit better knowing your own finances. If you ever feel like somebody's pressuring you or making you feel uneasy at all, run. But this next part of the news story is worse of all.
We contacted the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, the federal agency that oversees these types of transactions, to ask about Oxford Gold. They told us we can't comment on investigations. We do follow up on tips and complaints. The Department of Financial Protection and Innovation says in California, a number of these companies are not required to register before they operate. So you have no way of knowing much about them before you invest.
But we do have a strong anti-fraud statute. So if there's any misappropriation of customer funds, if there's misrepresentations or omissions in connection with the offer or sale, or if there's a scheme to defraud, then we can take enforcement action against the company and the individuals that are operating the company.
The CFTC, however, says getting money back is highly problematic because usually these people move quickly. We tried to contact Oxford Gold Group several times. The phone lines don't appear to be connected, and the website is down.
So there you have it. It's tough for anyone to do anything about these scam companies until after enough people have even been scammed. So do what I always talk about on this channel and do extra research. Try to find out as much as possible about whatever it is that you're trying to invest in, and specifically look at the timeline. Look how long this company or this investment has been around for. We want data from at least 10 years, if not further, so that we can really know what's actually going on here. You should also be looking at what types of guarantees or insurance these companies or these investments are going to give you on your money, just in case your money is lost or the company goes out of business. Make sure you understand that. If something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. That's why I stick with the tried and true index funds and ETFs with low fees that have been around for at least 10 years and that have a solid return, but nothing too crazy, something sustainable that you can pretty much agree that it's gonna be there forever. I also make sure to invest on platforms that are reputable and that have a history of doing what they say they're gonna do. To learn more about my simple 3-fund portfolio, that's the best way that I've ever found to invest, watch this video here or watch this one to keep you going strong in your investing journey, and please stay safe out there.